Greetings from Rauta. This time what we have here is a British band with its first MCD or EP called Temple of Flesh. The band in question is Morte Lune. This band is previously out only by a demo and a split release. So this is technically speaking their first own CD release, like on beyond demo material. Whoops, another acrobatic, I must say. So this one is some 24 minutes and then some of melodic, often fast tempo, black metal, and here we transfer ourselves to the band's Metal Archives site. So as you can see, pretty new band, 2017, and the discography is indeed what I just said there. Now, curiously enough, this definition of genre here is raw black metal / dark ambient. Well, to be honest, I haven't heard the previous one, so I can only guess what it must mean, but in this case, there's nothing raw exactly on this release, unless kind of a rawish approach to the music, being relatively new band and still kind of a searching for its own style, and definitely nothing dark ambient like. So maybe the style has changed, or maybe there is some disagreement about the ingredients or whatever, but anyway, I wouldn't call this dark ambient nearly, and I listen to dark ambient. Well, with here you can see the lineup being three guys as the kind of a photo suggested, and this is obviously the CD version. So the tape was out a little bit earlier, but CD just came out late April, and here it is. Kind of a track list which sounds so familiar with these names. I mean, all these names are purely black metal. That is kind of a given. That is kind of a typical indeed. And they sound so much like, yes, I've heard the band a million times before. And unfortunately, in so many ways, that's kind of what's the thing here. Nothing here shouts like originality. Now, it's not definitely a bad thing in so many cases. But to be honest, this band could actually benefit something original in nature, that is something that would make them kind of a standout. Now, the basic stuff being kind of a melodic black metal with a little bit of melancholic sense here is something that sounds quite Finnish black metal. And if that is what the band tried to emulate or copy, well, I guess we could call it a success. Basically, there is nothing wrong with this kind of black metal release. I mean, everything is right there, you know. It's a kind of songwriting, pretty decent. Vocals actually nice and raw, and production is pretty solid. Then again, this is something that is so easy to just, forget. There's nothing really memorable here. So in case you're looking for something kind of special, something unique, something profoundly new, you are not gonna find it with this one. Now, while Temple of Flesh is just kind of easy to give it a spin, and after a spin, you will soon find out it's a little bit like recycled. Now, once again, I want to underline that I don't mean that it's necessarily a bad thing. For example, I found this one rather kind of enjoyable, but then again, because of lack of anything spectacular, anything unique sort, I started to feel like maybe there are like too many of the albums which I have heard during these years, which are just the same but quite better. Now, given that this is the first real CD after a demo and split, it's kind of a given that the band is still, I guess, shaping up. And as such, it's very much forgiven that, because it's kind of quite typical what happens to a new bands. You just put out demo and maybe your first CD, and it's all like, yeah, you're growing there, you are evolving so many ways, but not right there. And probably the next one will be a lot better. I can only imagine that, but this one is something like decent and all that, but nothing too good, unfortunately. But if melodic black metal is your cup of tea, I would say give this one a listen. It might not disappoint you at all, because there are no major flaws with this one. It's just like too generic in nature, which in my opinion is a little bit boring thing, but that being said, give it a go if you like melodic black metal. If not, this won't be a game changer. Nothing new will be presented here. With this or these things being said, give it a go. I hope you enjoyed.